Apparently I'm late by a couple of seconds. Oh dear. That's not good. I suppose we should switch to the camera view. What's going on with the YouTube chat there? Why is there a big gap up the top? That's a very interesting, strange thing. Okay. Camera. Hello. To quote one of my Let's Write episodes, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. A long time. I think it's been like 8 months, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right. There does not seem to be a chat on there. I apologize for any technical difficulties, but I have been kind of pushed for time. That's a tiny chat there. Whoa. That's weird. What's going on with the chat there? I think that might have been a problem with my stuff. Oh yeah, I did grow my hair out. Yeah. That's how long it's been. Had enough time to grow my hair to quite an extended length. Properties. Let's just see if we can fix this weird chat thing that's happening. Hello, Blue Jay. How are you doing? A little laggy. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I can't check that because for some reason... Actually, no, I probably can. Let me just take a look. Bad. Oh. What's going on there? Why are you what are you doing? Okay, it looks like we've got a weird thing. I'm gonna have to see if I can change this now, but it might be too late. Okay, I think I might have stabilized the stream. Maybe. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. The bitrate's been a bit weird, but yeah, okay. Wonderful. Unfortunately, I'm streaming on Twitch too, but unfortunately, I didn't actually have time to get the Twitch chat on the screen. I mean, I took a look at stuff, and for YouTube, you can kind of just throw some CSS on there, and it works. But the Twitch, you have to install plugins for OBS and stuff. There's been a lot that's been happening this week, and it's kind of meant that I'm a little unprepared for the stream. Well, at least less prepared than I would have liked to have been. I mean, like, I organized a stream like a week ago, and then I got a new computer. Well, new computer, really just like a new hard drive with a new installation of Windows. And then there's a local project which is kind of ramped up, which is like, hey, we need to do stuff now. You know, fair enough, but cool timing. And so yeah, a lot of this, if you've got any technical difficulties, just let me know and I'll try and fix them up as quickly as I can. And let me just throw the Twitch chat because it seems to have disappeared from my screen. I mean, I could probably put it on there, but it's not going to be transparent, so you won't be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, we've got lots of people in the chat. Hello. Hello. Astronomer. Why did I read that way? Hello, Chip Chap Chop. I don't know why the chat is doing that. It's just disappearing every now and again. I mean, I could try and fix it, but... Well, I mean, I probably should fix it because that's the only link I have with the chat. Okay. Let's see. Let's just take a look at this and see if we can get this fixed up. Live streaming, creating a live stream. Welcome to Smuffy's live stream. I hope you'll enjoy it. There's a page that I use to get the CSS for this. Yeah, thank you, Firefox, for remembering the URL. Let's do the animate in. See if we can remember what settings I had before. I don't know, it might have been that text. Yeah, that looks nice enough. Animate in, don't animate out. And we'll do the slide, why not? That's a cool thing. Okay, and let's replace the CSS here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, hi Dose for Pineapple. I'm doing pretty well. The past like 6 to 8 months have been very. There's been a lot of things happening, not just with things around me, but also with myself. So yeah, I'm 20 now. Things are getting weird with it. So, and I'm gonna have to deal with that personally. But yeah, it's going well. It's going well. I think I might be out on the other side of whatever was going on. But all right. My conditioner game on point. I don't use conditioner. I probably should. Honestly. Oh yeah. There's been a lot of people, lots of comments and things I've got of people asking me a specific question about a specific movie that came out recently. And, the answer is yes, of course. I mean, it's kind of obligatory at this point. But gonna have to wait a couple months because it doesn't come out on Blu-ray until October, which coincidentally is when my next uni semester finishes. So good timing. All right. So what does it say on my whiteboard in the background? I can barely make it out. Are you planning some projects for some upcoming remixes? Says Portalman. No, actually, that's just a things to do list that I haven't looked at for a week. So it's got mixing for the next album, prepare for the live stream, which obviously I didn't do, and then another project. Okay. All right, so I think we're all ready to go. Well, almost. Okay, so let's see. Let me just take a look at my mental checklist and see what I need to say, because there were some things I needed to talk about. Oh yeah. So there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is a while back, I think it might have been in like January or December or something like that. I said the next album, the next original album was going to be done soon. I think I might have projected late February or March or something like that. And then I disappeared from the face of the earth. So, good news is that's on track. I'm actually doing a complete sort of remix of the whole thing. Because this past semester at uni, I've learnt, for some reason, tons more than I have learnt in the past 2 years of uni. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking back on some of my old stuff and going, hold on, what? Like, especially in terms of mixing, it's like, I did that? And then there's whole new approaches to things that I've learned. So I'm kind of doing a whole remix of the album. The composition's fine. It's just the remixing. And yeah, so that's on track. That should be out soon, but don't hold your breath because you know what happened last time. Also good news, due to some stuff that's been happening, I might be able to do some live streaming between now and next year. It might actually become a thing again, for once. Let me just close this window. Much better. Someone's being noisy. It might actually become a thing, but then again, don't hold your breath because you remember what happened last time. And bad news. The bad news is that is for the remixing. I have no idea when the next remix is going to be. Well, actually, no, I do. It's going to be somewhere around October, November, obviously, because I said that earlier. But between now and then, I have no idea what's going to be happening with that. I mean, I'll try and get some stuff done, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. That reminds me. Yeah, I said a couple of times actually I was gonna do an album with all my remixes from last year, the end of last year, and I never did that. Well, I guess I'm making an album at the end of this year with all the remixes from last year and this year, which might end up being all the remixes from last year plus 1 or 2 or 3. Huh. Anyway. All right. Renditions of your I'm honestly thinking about doing some. I'm honestly thinking about just completely breaking down some of my old remixes and just mixing them again from the bottom up. I've already done that for one of them, and it's actually turned out quite well. So, yeah. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I know what happened. Hold a minute. I'm streaming it from my phone over the Wi-Fi, and that uses a bunch of battery, and it was 100%, but it's probably 0% now. Usually, I plug it into power, but I seem to have forgotten. We'll see. Plug it in. Or maybe it just broke. Going on. Hello? 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 Camera, are you there? It's back. I didn't do anything. I plugged in some power, but I don't know if that's what caused the back. But we'll see. Maybe I could make a willy. Oh no, Pogo's already done that. I can't do anything Pogo's already done well. I could, but I have to do something completely different with it. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm gonna stick to my own stuff for a little bit. All right. Let's do some things, hey. So, plans for this stream. I'm not going to go for 5 hours and tire myself out. What I'm planning to do is go for like maybe an hour, and then, or maybe an hour and a half, and then maybe take like a half-hour break. And if anyone's still around, then I'll come back and grab something to eat, have a coffee, and then come back and do some stuff. All right. And in terms of what we're doing, we're actually going to be taking a look at the original album and doing some mixing, because I've done 3.5 tracks, not channels, 3.5 tracks so far out of 10. And one of them I actually do need to do a whole bunch of restructuring because it's a bit dodgy. But we will take a look at that, and actually we might also, because I do want to do some remixing, or at least take a look at some remixes. We might actually go back and take a look at an old track and see if we can sort of remaster it a bit. See, yeah, I think maybe we'll go back to the Incredibles one, since that seems kind of suiting at this time. Anyway, first thing is the original album. So let me open up which track I'm planning to do, and we're going to start right from the beginning. We're going to begin with a completely clean slate, and already FL Studio has decided it can't find a file because I got a new hard drive and everything's in different places. This could take a little while. I hope you will won't get bored waiting for this thing. I won't. Let's just quiet down, do some... No. None of that. Okay. Any interesting things going on in the chat? Yeah, it's lagging again. What's going on? Damn it, why is this... Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. We're just gonna... Oh, okay, I'm just gonna pause for like 30 seconds and change the stream bitrate. It's gonna not look as nice, but it's gonna... It keeps dropping out every now and again, and it's... Yeah. Let's just quickly stop. And... Start. Mm-hmm. Okay, it seems to be going again. I think. It's, yeah. Hopefully, it's not going to look as nice, but hopefully it will not drop out as often. In fact, I am just going to take a look while FL Studio is figuring out where everything is in its new version of reality. Oh dear, that plugin could not be found. Well, that's a problem because that's a very important plugin in this project. Okay. Well, we could... I want to do this one, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll probably have to register that one again. That's going to be interesting. Good thing I got the hold. All right. We're going to be working on a different project than I was thinking, it seems. Apparently, my stream has bad health on YouTube. We'll see. Yeah, it only works smoothly in 14. Yeah. Yeah, well, welcome to Australia with our wonderful internet. I'm in one of the places where it's probably actually going to get better with the NBN. Lots of people are complaining because it gets worse, but it's like mine is like below, and it's like, and it's funny because the places where it is really slow is where the NBN is not getting put in for years and years and years and years and years and years, which is kind of crap. Okay, I'm just gonna take a look at this on the watch page. Because it's being weird. Okay, I'm just gonna take a look at this. This on the watch page. Okay, it's working decently well. I think you might be able to read the chat. That's very confident of me. You might be able to read the chat. We make it a little bit bigger, so maybe you can get past all the crappy stuff. All right, this track is not working because things don't exist. Do they not? I'm just going to triple check that they do not actually exist. Because if they don't, then that's a shame. But not a big problem, because we can just do another track. Ooh, That's weird. No, it doesn't exist. It's not even in the not even in there. It's weird. Okay, well, I suppose that's a pretty good excuse. It's not in the VST directory. Well, all right, we'll open up this one, because this one I know works. This one I know is working well, because I opened it up a couple of days ago. Do I plan to someday meet Pogo since you both live in Australia? Well, that's not as easy as it seems because, despite the way that map projections make it look, Australia is very big, and it takes like, I don't know. I think it might be like 7 or 8 hours flight to get from here to Perth, because I'm on the other side of Australia. Australia's big, like it's really big. Got my lovely water. Water is the best drink. It is the best tasting drink, and I've spilled some. That's embarrassing. Luckily, electronics are generally resistant to water. Okay. I don't know if you remember, but I used to be... Oh, hi there, astronomer. AKA Burntix. I do remember you. I remember you very well. Nice to see you again. Maybe I could do a remix based off Bunch of Munch TV show. Never heard of it, unfortunately. Regardless of all the unforeseen technical difficulties, it's good to see you're alive and doing well with a majestic new hairdo. Thank you, Miruna. It's moved. What equipment for music do you use, and what do you use for synths on FL Studio? Oh, you're about to find out. Do you like manga art? Not really. Okay, let's see. This one seems to be working fine. It hasn't come up with any problems. Which suggests that I've saved it recently. And I haven't mixed it. Okay, lovely. All right, so let's go to the screens to actually see what's going on. Yes, hello. Right. Let's switch that over to there and then get rid of it so it's not in the way. Okie dokie. So this looks very, very bland, and that's because what I've done, and I meant to do this to all the tracks, but then I got a new computer and things got weird. Is I've essentially gone through and then just set every instrument, every channel to its own mixer bus, and then got rid of every plugin, and then sort of organized it and made it look kind of nice so that we can start from scratch with mixing it. So, I suppose let's begin. The thing is, of course, because everything, I also got rid of all the automation connections. I've kept the automation because that's part of the composition, kind of part of the song. But I've also got rid of all the panning and the stuff from the channels because I want to try and do that all in a mixer. And so, yeah, okay, well, let's begin. And because of all that, then it's going to sound crap by itself, and I'll show you. It doesn't sound that bad, but it sounds awful once it gets to this point. Yeah, that's a very loud synth guitar. Okay. Is this my written? It's my song. This is a song, not a remix. It's got instruments and melodies and stuff. Okie dokie. So I assume let us begin. Portalman has a question though. Question for you, Smuffy. So did your Inside Out remix originally have voice splices in there like your other remixes? No, actually. That one was one. I think actually that one came before the Zootopia remix. That one kind of stopped halfway through, and I couldn't get any voice samples to work with that one for some reason. And it turned out it just worked fine without them. So a couple of years later, I decided to post it because it works fine without them. All right, just wanted to let you know how rad you are and important your music is. just make this, oh, well, not that. Make this bigger so that both I and other people can read it. Wanted to let you know how rad you are and important your music is. Keep it up and thanks, man. Oh, thanks, Toomba. Quadruple 8. All right, so I'm going to ignore the chat for a little bit and work on stuff, despite how addictive looking at the chat may be. So first off, let's set the master back to the Unity level, and then grab all the tracks, turn them all down to minimum. I just love doing that, don't you? Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay, let's stop doing that. That's a bit weird. Okay, and then we're gonna pick one that we're going to base the level of the rest of the track off of, and I think a good one for that would be the kick. Let's bring that in and set it to a fairly decent level. And you know what? Let's loop a particularly energetic part of the song so that we can get a lot of action happening, so that we can get levels right. Put that there. And at this point, we're just sort of making things sound about right in terms of volume. It's also nice to kind of hear the song being built from bottom up. There. I don't like that. In fact, I don't like it enough that I'm going to get rid of it because it's going to annoy me for the rest of this thing. It's that, like, boomy bass thing there that's got going on. And I'll put that on the master. Yeah, EQ this one. And just get rid of some of that because the actual kick itself kind of does that. I mean, even this one, I'm getting a bit distracted here, but I don't mind. This one is not meant for the low end. This one's meant for the top end. This one's still biting a little bit there, isn't it? Okay. That sounds alright. And that one doesn't come until later. Whoa, that one's loud. And I've just realized actually that it's quite possible that there are points in this song that there are well, that's why that sounds weird, because I've looped it like that. Okay. There are points in this song where that is there, but the kick isn't. So that means we're either going to have to use the kick in this, which, I mean, I don't mind. It's not that bad. Anyway, let us go back to where we were. See if we can get things sounding somewhat nice. It doesn't sound that bad. Okie dokie. No cymbals here just yet. No gongs. Bass, yeah, okay. And I'm just going to do a little bit of panning. Most of this probably gonna go out because there's some extra stuff I need to do with panning. And we'll mix the drums from listener position. I don't know about you, but I think the drums might be just a smidgen loud. Nah. I think that sounds alright. Put the bass like that, so it kind of bounces off each other. Give it a bit of bite. Just take that out a little bit. Alright. And on to, let's see, is this one in here? Yeah, that's in there. Alright. That's a very loud guitar though, isn't it? Turn that down. It's getting a bit loud. In fact, it's getting very loud. Take a look at that. Yeah, it's peaking. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn everything down. Add in some more harmonies there. One thing I am going to do with this is get rid of that delay. So where is it? Where is it? Thoughtful. Here we go. This is one of my favorite synths of all time. It's very, very 80s/90s sounding. I love it. Get rid of that delay. Because if we need delay, we'll put it on in post. That's all good. Okay, is that one? Nope. Didn't think so. I think that comes in later. Turn it down a little bit again. Here comes the pads. Let's do the warm pad first, because that gives it a little bit of width. Because right now everything's just kind of dead center, and it doesn't sound that great. But this will give it a bit of. Get these sounding about the same level. A bit different in tone, but in fact, I'm going to fix that now. Let's try and do it in the synth itself. There we go. That's a bit more. That's a bit more even. Let's bring the kick down just a smidgen. It's not meant to be really, really powerful. Bit more movement. This one we'll throw it right over to the side. Over the other side as well. And that one doesn't come in for a bit, and that one doesn't come in for a bit. Now what I am noticing is that the melody line has become very quiet. So let's bring that up a little bit. And that ARP is a little bit overpowering. Lovely. We got that sounding pretty good. Alright, how's the chat going? Is there a pogo sounding synth you use? Well, I'm sure I could make the one that I'm sure I can make synth 1 sound like a pogo synth. But not necessarily, not really. It actually sounds like it would be a song from a NES or SNES game. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for with this song. This is off the. I'm flattered, Avery Blue. Will you post this on your SoundCloud? Yes, I will. Once the album's finished. Okay. All right. I'm glad you guys like this one. Let's jump over to another section here. And I'm just gonna loop like this section here. Yeah, the melody's missing because it's new instruments. And if you've listened to some of my previous live streams, you might actually recognize this groove here. This is from another song that I did in the live stream. It's in the same album. Okay. Throw that fun guitar in there. That lovely FM. And that doesn't come until later. Okay. Now, I feel like there's something else we are really missing in this section. Oh, I know what it is. It's this thing. That's got a delay on it, and I don't like it. It's a bit... There we go. That's better. Just get some reference for the level of this. Yeah, okay, so I'm pumping it a little bit there. Let's bring it down just a slight bit. And that doesn't come until later. We might actually get that bit now, because I don't think I looped it. That was a funny transition, because it's missing everything. I'm not sure if it's missing all the grit, because there is an instrument, fairly essential instrument that's missing, but I feel like there should still be some stuff. There's a delay on that, and I want to get rid of it. What did I? Oh no! What did I just? Did I just mess that up? No, I didn't. I thought I drew something on there. All right. Ah. Stop it. It's the up on the left. Bye-bye. Is the one on the right got a delay too? No. Okay. I mean, it made it sound kind of cool, but I want to start from scratch. Like proper scratch. Okie dokie. Okay. Now, where's all the stuff that makes it sound cool? Here's one. I have no idea how loud... There we go. Okay. There's also some gongs. It's very abruptly stopping gongs. It won't sound that bad once we put some reverb on there. One on the left, one on the right. Gotta have the Seinfeld bass. Gotta mix that in somewhere. If you want to make it sound 90s, then you have to. Okay, now, what, I think this might be... Yep. That'll give us some harmonic stuff. And then add. What else is stuff? Have we got a... No, that doesn't come in yet. I think the cymbals come in. Yep. And that one comes in the end, doesn't come in yet. This one will add some energy to it. Gonna have to add some treatment on that. These drums here are a little bit... Yeah, I can't really do that much about it because they're samples. But what I am gonna do right now, because it's really, really annoying me, is there's a bit of that in there. I don't like it. So let's get rid of it. Because they're meant to be gritty. I'm gonna make them a little more gritty. I don't know whether that's gonna fit, but doesn't fit. More cymbal. Gotta get the melody in there. I think the gongs could use a little more. Okie dokie. Now let's get that. Drums have kind of lost a bit of bite here, haven't they? Yeah, I've thrown everything right up, haven't I? Everything's really loud now. So let's bring it down again. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get the this gong in there. Oh, we missed it. No. Whoa. Okay, obviously there's some automation for that one to bring it back in. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that one now while we remember. Utilities. Fruity balance. Fruity balance is really underappreciated. I mean, I'm starting to use this for the sidechain automation because these have like automatic smoothing on them. Whereas Fruity balance does not. It is exact. It also tells you how many, the actual value of sound that you're reducing it. I've lost my words, but you know what I mean. Let's link this to the controller. Rapping gong attack. Yeah. All right. And that should. Yep. It needs to be a bit louder though. Hey, come back here, please. Well, that was too quiet, wasn't it? I don't quite remember. I was too busy moving. Okay, it does need a bit of impact there, but not quite that much. Are these the same? No, I think they're slightly different in level. Yeah, they are. Okay. Let's save this, because we haven't done that in a very long time. What's the time? 10:41? Yeah, I was saying that I was going to do this for an hour and a half, but honestly, I feel like I'm going to keep doing this for a long time. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Why is my music echoing after I pause on FL? That's because I'm playing. Like it's not like an audio file where it is pre-computed and you stop it and it just stops. In FL, it Are you talking about like that kind of synth echo? Because if there is like a live stream echo, you know, that's not good. Someone should tell me about that. But that kind of echo though is just because rather than cutting the audio, it just lets the synths roll, and I think it just sounds cool. It sounds cool. I like it. You know, it's kind of that one of the novel things of working in the audio interface rather than listening to a bounced out, rendered out file. Open the window because it's stuffy in here. I might. Oh, the fan's already on. All right. What else have we got? Am I going to make any more remixes? Of course. The one that I know I'm going to be making is in October, November. Till then, don't really know what's happening, but we'll see. Have I considered working for a game company making music? I'm getting a Sonic vibe from this, and that will be cool hearing this in a video game. Yes, actually, I have. The problem is getting into the company. I mean, and there's also some other stuff with, you know, because right now, I mean, this is kind of panning out as a bit of a hobby. And I'm not sure if I'm ready yet to be able to dedicate. I mean, not necessarily that I don't want to, it's just, you know, if I'm ready in terms, because I mean, I keep disappearing from the internet. It's not really going to be that great a quality for a game company, but, you know, self-improvement. But yeah, that's one of my goals. Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's keep going with this. Where were we? Okay, what have we not put in yet? 90s piano. Dry cymbal. Sonic OVA excerpts. Sticky toms, okay. Sticky toms are here. Well, that's a very quiet main lead, but it's going to get louder with the reverb, so. Yeah, that'll be a little bit more impactful once we put a compressor on there. Bring that down just a smidgen. There's meant to be more there. So let's put the drums in. That's a very quiet sample. Let's normalize it. Dry cymbal. Yeah. And of course, piano. This piano. There we go. Ah, lovely. And that's everything in terms of level. Yep, there's nothing missing. That's a bit quiet. We can fix that up with EQ. It's got too much high end. Same as the conversational lead there. And this is also a bit short, but you know, we can fix that up with some gated reverb. Whoa. What's going on with my camera there? It's frozen. Hello? Technical difficulties everywhere. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get this fixed up. Says it's connected. Well, apparently it's not connected. Excuse me, but you must be wrong, computer. Low battery. Well, you should not. You should be. Ah. That would be why you're not charging. I wonder. I reckon. Dots. Enough. Well, it would seem it's working again. Righto, righto. Hello, Polo. That's very bright. Hold on 1 sec. Let me change that because that's too bright for my liking. And it annoys me. I need to fix it. Let's contrast. There we go. Nice. Oh, right. But what makes the music echo like that on FL? I'm not really sure exactly what you're asking. Metal Palms. It's not echoing such as, I mean, I'll show you. Let's turn this on and I'll grab a drink while I'm here. Green one. Whoa. Something reconnected to my computer. What disconnected? Wasn't a hard drive, was it? That would be bad. Because I'm recording to hard drives. Okay. Alright, so Metal Palm. Here's why it echoes in FL Studio. Let's grab something. This one had an echo, didn't it? So, I mean, it's a synth. So in the synth, if you like set it to echo, then you play a note. It echoes. And FL Studio is just playing lots of notes. So when it stops playing notes, it echoes. So, yeah. And if it happens to be a synth where, like this one, takes a little bit for the sound to stop once you stop playing a note, then the same thing happens in FL Studio. Whereas an audio file is just, like, it's not actually playing the synth, it's just playing a sound, and so when it stops, it just stops. Don't know if I explained that well, but there you go. Crystal Dreams is one of, Polo says, Crystal Dreams is one of your best and my personal favorite tracks, in my opinion. And I really like the atmosphere. Oh, thank you, Polo. Portalman says, has Pogo ever remixed to... Oh, has Pogo ever listened to your remixes? I heard he listened to your Incredibles one, but did he listen to any of your other remixes? I think he listened to the Coraline one. Or at least most of it. Or some of it. But I can't remember if he's listened to any of the other ones. But I know he's listened to Incredibles, and I know he's listened to Coraline. Okay. That's right. What movie do you think of remixing next? Incredibles 2, of course. Right. Alright, so, it's probably too late, but see you, Mirana. Myrina. Oh, sorry about name pronunciations, I'm not that great at them. Alrighty then, let's get back to work. Okay, so let's go through from here to here and figure out what we want for what. So, excuse me. And one of the things I've learned is that, you know, you can think of music as stereo width, but you can also think of music as the place that it sounds like it's coming from. And the place that it sounds like it's coming from is actually a really cool way, and it does a lot of... It sounds a lot nicer. So I'm starting to work that way now. And the way to do with that is you do lots and lots and lots of really short reverbs, because that makes it sound like it's in a room. Although with the kick, I'm not too sure if we need it, but I'm going to try it anyway. I do something like that. And really subtle. I don't know if we're going to need that, but sounds alright. Sounds alright to me. What I do know that we need, though, is some lovely gated reverb on this. So let's pick a place where the snare is being done a lot. And let's go and dock this to the right so we can make it a send. Gated reverb. Okie dokie. Let's turn that on. And let's send that there, but not using that. Let's use a fruity send, because that is pre-fader. And I like pre-fader. Actually, no, with this we don't want pre-fader. Yeah, okay. And that increased the volume because it's just literally playing it twice now. Alright, reverb. Epic verb. This one, these plugins that I'm using are literally just ones that I just found on like free VST websites, because I love to browse those places a lot. This one has a cool thing though, where you can turn off the reverb and set it to just ambience, which is like early reflections. But you can extend them out. Well, not that way, but... Well, I remember you being able to extend them out. Apparently not. Anyway, that sounds like some pretty cool gated reverb there. We'll see if it's what I'm looking for. It might not be, and if that's not, that's okay. We can just change it. Although the width, I have a feeling, probably want a little less width. Also, that snare is sounding very close. Sounding like right here. You know, that's because it's like, it's punching in your face. You know, the closer things get to you, the louder the peaking, the louder the peak is of the sound. So if we grab the compressor, make it very, very fast, so because we're not meaning to make any timbral changes and changes to the sound, just planning on getting rid of some of that like punch. So here, yeah, it just sounds a little more smooth. And I have a feeling let's just get the volume back up to where it was. Okay, that's a bit better. And this one is also being a bit weird. Along with... because these ones are also very, very, very sort of in your face. This one more so though. So I'm gonna do the same thing for this one, probably a little more extreme though. again, we want really fast. Just want to get rid of some of those peaks. But then we don't want to turn it into saturation. Okay, let's just, I think that's all right. Yeah, because that's saturation there. That's what happens when you use like no attack and release on a compressor. It literally just sort of clips it. Becomes a wave shaper. We don't want that. So we kind of want to turn the ratio down and the threshold up. Or down. Up. Or down. Depends on what compressor you're using. Okay, let's get that sounding around about the same level that it was before. Yeah, see now, it's a lot less in your face. It's just sort of a little more backgroundy. And now the drums aren't whacking you in the face there. This is what they were like before. There you go. It's very subtle, but it makes a big difference. Lots and lots of small things make big differences in small ways. That was strangely quotable. I don't know if it's true or not. Okay. So what else have we got? There's this. This one's got a lot of low end, and it kind of needs to have a lot of low end, but it's... This one fits very well with the bass, though. This one doesn't. Yeah, you can hear the bass is there when you've just got the kick, but when the bass is over it, it just clouds it over. So I'm gonna take down around there and then bring it up around 100-ish. Round about where the other... That one was not 100 though, was it? Probably round about there. And they're kind of bashing with each other, and I don't like it. A little more subtle here. And I'm going to do some fancy things where essentially I'm going to send this to this. Actually, no, I'm not going to send that to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a peak controller, because what I'm kind of trying to fix here is the kicks are kind of adding together and making it a kind of sound, making it really. That was an interesting thing. It's kind of, you know, sort of, I don't know, because it sounds like you're sort of being punched in the chest. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we're gonna go controller and peak controller. This is a cheat in FL Studio on how to make a EQ / compressor. Yeah, see, it's doing the... I suppose it doesn't really matter that much. So we've got that going, and then let's grab this. See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna link this to that, and it's gonna sound horrible right now, because it's only going to bring it up when the kick is playing and the snare. But yeah, so we're going to change this formula here and make it we're going to make it half the intensity, and then invert it. So what's that going to do? Okay, that's going to go from the top to there. We don't want that. In fact, you know, I really shouldn't be using this EQ for that, because this one was just sort of to be... Okay, and we're gonna use a different EQ for this, so it's a little bit easier as well. So we're gonna link this to the peak, and then change the formula, make it half the intensity. Invert it, and then we could just do that, except that, couldn't we? Yeah. And you'll notice now, every now and again, the kick is just losing that woomph there. And if we put this on top, it mixes in a lot better. Whenever this is playing, this is less impactful, and whenever this is playing and that's not playing, this is as impactful as it needs to be. The only thing I'm thinking there, though, is that then the kick sound changes. Shouldn't be changing. I mean, we could, because it is a different kick, because it could work. I'm not meaning it to sound like that. I just want to hear what exactly is going on. Oh. The mixing is difficult. It's problem solving, and problem solving, it's like programming. Okay, let's take a look at the chat. Can I please post? Portleman says, "Can you please post this stream to my YouTube channel after the stream's over?" Yes, I post all the because I record these streams at 1080p. I think it might be 1080. No, it's not. It's not 60. It's 30. I record them at 1080, and then I slowly but surely upload them to the Smuffy Extra channel, which is a separate channel. You'll probably find it if you search on YouTube. But this one, actually, I think I might have set it in the settings to go unlisted once it's finished. But, you know, once I'm done with the streams, I always post on Twitter and say, you know, if you missed it, here's the link. So it's going to stay on the channel. And then once it goes on to Smuffy Extra, you can watch it in full resolution with magical sound and stuff. Whatever that means. Okay. What else? Have I ever thought of remixing Gravity Falls? No, I don't really watch that show. Suggest anyone watching on YouTube to move to Twitch. More improved fidelity. Okay. I don't really mind. I'm doing both. Okay. Thanks for explaining. It's just I couldn't get... Metal Palm says, thanks for explaining. It's just I couldn't get it all because where I am, the live stream lags, but that's okay. You should do a remix of Infinity War and all the Disney princesses. You know, I don't know why the live stream is lagging, because I have set in the settings here for it to be a specific bitrate while streaming. Yet it keeps going above that bitrate, and then it's screwing up because it uses up all the internet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been weird. I mean, yeah, if you guys don't mind it dropping out every now and again, because I can probably fix it by bumping the bitrate down again. But I'll have to stop and start again for that. But I'll keep going. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm just gonna bump it down just slightly. It's gonna look awful. Awful, because now the bitrate is 450. Ooh. And the streaming bitrate apparently is 70 kilobits per second. It's bouncing between 70 and 8. Okay, look. I'm going to stop for 30 seconds again, and we're going to change the bitrate. Because this is fun. All right, okay. I'll be back in like 30 secs. Oh. I've got to close that first. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. 450. Let's just double check that, like on Restream or something, there's no... No? Okay. Okay, 450. You know what, let's make it slower. 450. Okay, go. Stream again. Okay. Hopefully that will be more stable. It's going up to 600. Down to 200. Up to 800. Oh. All right. Yeah. That was an intentional cutout if you missed the end of what I was saying before. I'm just sort of messing around with the bitrate to see what I can do. Why are all you sample people in Australia? Well, Jesus, UK. There's a few people from America. In fact, a lot of people from America. In fact, I think the whole fan base is from America. No one in Australia cares about us, man. It's crappish. Yeah. Can't say that stuff on Livestream. Oh, okay. Right. Alright. What's the time? 10 past 11. Really? I think I think, yeah, soon I'm going to stop. And, well, I'll have a break. Maybe for like half an hour. Because otherwise I'm going to be mundered. And then we'll come back. And if anyone's still around, we'll do we'll go back and try and remaster a remix. See how that goes. We won't get it done, but we'll try. Okay, let's keep going. 15 minutes. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna leave the kick for a bit because that's a more complicated problem. All right. In the meantime, this has got too much high end, so let's pop a filter on there. Change that to filter. Make it a little more intense. Just take out some of the ridiculously high frequencies that are there. turn it up just a slight bit. I mean, that's a remix sample, but that's not what I was going for. Okay. This one's the same. Too many harmonics. Let's get rid of some of them. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm already getting a bit tired. See, the thing is about getting tired is for some reason, I just don't seem to notice that I'm getting tired. I just sort of get slow and just listen to the same thing over and over and over and over. And I'm just like, oh, crap. I guess I'm tired. Okay. What, let's look at the chat. And then I think I might take a break a little bit early because we're kind of stopping, running out of stuff. Okay. How many people we got watching? You know, I haven't checked the whole time. I'm interested to know how many people we have watching. Not okay. Look, 4 people, apparently. Now, what's... okay, look, okie dokie. What did YouTube say? Bad. Bad quality stream. Yeah, see, YouTube's got this thing where... Yeah, because it's weird, because like I disappeared from the internet for a while, and you know, come back to Twitter and it's like, it's pretty much the same. Come back to Reddit and it's like, what is this place? And then come back to YouTube and it's like, what's this button do? Oh, this is new. What? But it looks pretty much the same. But they've got this weird thing in ingestion settings where it's like it's automatic, and I think that might be what's screwing it up. It's like, you no longer need to specify the resolution and frame rate for the new stream keys. Well, what if I want to? Because something is messing up this stream. And it's not OBS. Or at least I don't think it's OBS. Okie dokie. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work on this one for much longer. Because I'm losing momentum. I mean, we could throw... This is sort of really overpowering. So we could throw some, I don't know, parallel compression. See, this is the thing. Yeah. Let's get that around about the same level. Whoa, that's not the same level. Yeah, see, okay. Okay. I think that's about it. I think I've lost juice for a little bit. Yeah. like I said, this is the thing about me getting tired. It's just sort of like, I'm not tired, I'm just not really here. Okay. Oh, right. I'm going to, although I'm going to make a new project here, because I mean, I had a jukebox when I first started doing these live streams. Well, not when I first started, but I had a jukebox for the past couple of live streams, but now, because I've changed my computer, it's complaining. So, that was one of the reasons that I didn't start the stream until just before I began, and when I did, there was no music. So I'm going to I'm going to make a new project here, and I'm going to throw some music in it, and you can watch the music play with a lovely Visualize You in FL Studio if you like. Because I'm going to take a break for about half an hour, and I'll go get something slightly healthy to eat, and grab a coffee, and we'll be back. And I'll do something interesting, hopefully. We'll see how we go. I might come back and do nothing. Yeah. Okay. What stuff do we want to put in here? I'm gonna turn you to the camera, because although FL Studio may be fun, there's some subfolders in here which are not quite ready for the public eye. We'll throw that one in. I think I'll play out some tracks. Play out the tracks that I have done from the album. They're going to end quite abruptly, because they're sort of like the kind of tracks where they play out and then they loop. Except they can't loop because they're a track, so they're supposed to loop and then fade out. But I haven't done the loop yet, so they just sort of get to the end and stop. Come on. Come on, it's not that hard, it's just a WAV file. Oh dear. The spinny wheel of loading has become the spinny wheel of death. Oh, no, it's done. Good. And it's got this at the beginning. Why? Oh, because I wrapped it. Should wrap to the loop point. Fine, okay. We'll just cut that off. Lovely. And then this one. Throw that one in there. And actually, I'll give you first track so that people don't, get bored and miss it. I'll give you the remastered version of Getaway. This is something I did for uni, actually. Nice opportunity to take a look at it again. So you can have fun with that. How long is this project going to be? 10 minutes. Do you want to listen to the same 4 songs on loop? Okay. No, I don't need to save it. All right. String, yeah. Now, okay. Look. I'm trying, because I honestly don't understand why this has been complaining. Yeah, because I can tell the stream keeps buffering. I know when it's buffering because there's a thing down here which says how much data I'm sending. And every now and again, it just slowly creeps up and up and up and up and up and up, and then just goes down to 0. And it's just like, why? I have set the bitrate to 450, and you're currently at 700. My internet can only take so much. Yeah, I don't really understand. Okay. All right. Before I wait for it to buffer. Okay. I'm back, I think. Before I leave, Portalman says, question for you, Smuffy. I don't live in Australia, but I have a friend who does. Have you had fairy bread? My friend has. Fairy bread, that's an old... If I have, I haven't had it for a long time. I'm not all too certain. When I think of fairy bread, what comes to mind is toast that is only done so that the bread is slightly dry. That's probably not what you're referring to. All right. Oh, whoops. Okay. I'm going to leave for. Okay. I'm gonna stop the stream for like 1 minute so I can fix up some stuff and see if I can get this bloody buffering problem fixed. And then I'm gonna start it again, but I'm gonna have a break for like half an hour and grab something to eat and maybe a coffee or something. Oh right. I will be back. I think the stream is going again. Yeah, on YouTube it keeps saying every now and again, we're not receiving data from your encoder. Before. Okay, before I stop, I'm just gonna say, people on Twitch, go to YouTube, because I might end up stopping the stream completely on Twitch, because it might be streaming between two places that's causing the problem. Okay, all right. I'll be back in like a minute. BRB. Stop. Okay. Stop.